For more than a year, the name Shiloh Hendrix has remained at the center of one of the internet's most controversial incidents. After a viral video appeared to show her using a racist slur toward a 5-year-old autistic black child at a Minnesota park.
Did you call him a child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him. Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say.
You don't go digging through people's shit.
Nobody digging through.
A little kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him the little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna...
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. You can be recorded for that.
I don't give a
Huh. Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
The backlash was immediate. But what shocked many people even more was what happened next. Instead of disappearing from public view, Hendrix launched a fundraiser that reportedly brought in more than $850,000 from supporters. Critics argued that the donations sent the wrong message, while supporters claimed they were defending free speech.
Hi everyone, I'm Shiloh Hendrix. I wanted to take a little time to talk to you all about what's been going on with my fundraiser and kind of the aftermath of the park situation. Also some concerns that have been brought to my attention. There are a lot of people who think that this has all been a scam, that I haven't been getting my money and that it's not going to me. I have gotten every dime of my money. It's all gone to me. Nobody has asked me for any money. So there's that. Rest assured, all the money has gone to me. I also just want to say how proud I am of everybody and just showing what can happen if we tribe up and if we stick together and if we keep fighting back. Our future, our existence depends on standing up for ourselves and not backing down. And we just have to keep on going. There's no other option. I mean, what else are we going to do? You can't be afraid of words. Don't be afraid of the people who are so fragile to a word. Again, I just want to say that I am so grateful for all of my supporters and all of my people who have been with me through all of this. And yeah, I haven't said anything on here. I haven't done any sort of videos or spoke to anybody really. So I felt like it was about time to clear the air and just kind of, keep you updated with what's going on. And yeah, so I just want to say thank you, everyone. And I will talk to you later.
The debate quickly spread far beyond Minnesota and became a national conversation. Now the story has taken another turn. Following a misdemeanor trial, a jury found Shiloh Hendrix guilty of disorderly conduct involving the man that originally called her out. She avoided jail time but received a suspended sentence, a $1,000 fine, and 200 hours of community service.
I don't know if y'all heard or not, but do you all remember Shiloh Hendrix? She called a child the N-word on a playground a couple of years ago. Well, she was just found guilty. Shiloh Hendrix faced 2 counts. On the first count, which was a misdemeanor, disorderly conduct, she was found not guilty. On the second count, for the interaction with a man that was recording the whole situation, she was found guilty on that count. Her attorney says that they have plans to appeal the guilty verdict on that second count. Shiloh Hendrix will be placed on supervised probation and she will have to serve 200 hours of community service, and she has also been ordered to pay a $1,000 fine. The NAACP put out a statement regarding the verdict. Here's the statement. Y'all can pause to read that. I mean, I don't think any of us expected her to be sentenced to jail. But if you're like me, you didn't think she was going to receive any type of punishment for saying the racial slur. So I guess I'm glad that there is some accountability. But yeah, That fine, $1,000, it could have been more than that, especially when the judge knew she raised almost $1 million off of being a racist.
While some believe the punishment was appropriate, others argue it wasn't nearly enough considering the impact of the incident. The verdict has once again divided social media. Some users say the case was about accountability for public behavior, while others insist it raises broader questions about free speech and where the legal line should be drawn.
This whole thing is
Mr. Corral.
This is a fraud. This is a fraud upon the community. The courts are now part of this. Keep going. Come on, bring it on. What else?
Corrales, what about Miss Hendrix' gifts and go, where she got, from what I understand...
Don't care. Not part of the trial. That's not part of the trial. She's charged with a crime. I don't give a shit about what she raised. There are free speech advocates all around America that are tired of this shit. And they gave her a bunch of money because they're tired of this shit.
The case has also reignited debate over why so many people financially supported Hendrix after the original video went viral.
There's no way she just said that about a 5-year-old kid.
The Shiloh Hendrix thing is so crazy. So for anybody who doesn't know, Shiloh Hendrix is this lady. I don't know what state she's in, but this guy starts recording her on a playground, confronts her, and he's like, "Did you just call that little kid an N-word?" The backstory is that kid who she said that to, like, supposedly stole diapers or something like that, or like he was messing with her.
It doesn't matter, man.
And
like,
she ended up like saying a slur, which I thought was crazy because
it's like
a
child, man.
It's a kid. Yeah, even if she cursed at the kid, I would have thought it was messed up.
Dude, I watched that video, and for me the craziest part was when the guy who was getting mad at her for saying that to a kid, he was like, saying like, "Oh, so like that like warrants that kind of a reaction." And she said, "Well, if he's going to act like one." I was like...
I started searching and trying to figure out how can I find this funding source.
This is absolutely amazing, and we got to make sure to blow this creator up. So as we all know, Shiloh Hendrix has raised over $650,000, on her way to $1 million. Give, Send, Go, doesn't really care. People have tried to report it, doesn't matter. But this creator used her coding skills to dig into the HTML and JavaScript.
They are not the bank. So I thought, like, we got to find a bank. Those banks, especially payment processors, they will cut it off with any type of doubt or controversy. They'll usually just cut it off, right? I went and I broke down the code on Give, Send, Go's checkout page line for line, and there were keywords I wanted to look for, right? And I found the keyword Block Inc., right? That's familiar, right?
And Block Inc. owns Square, which has very big policies against hate-filled and discriminatory fundraising. So Keandria, I hope I'm saying that right, launched a coordinated campaign to flood with complaints, crashing the support bot of Block Inc. and dropping the stock over 24.5% after it crashed. Coders started volunteering to join in and monitor the actual processing, and what you saw is they tried to switch it over to Stripe. She's urging people to file complaints with the FTC and the CFPB. It's only going to help increase the chance of a paper trail and holding platforms like this accountable. Also, side note, she does mention that she is receiving death threats, but to go ahead and tag her in this information. So if you are a white creator particularly, tag the original creator. You can file a complaint with Square or Block. You can email Square directly. You can report to the federal agencies and then obviously file and tag the original creator that had this idea. And if you're wondering what the end goal is here, I'll let her finish it out.
I'll tell you about this payment processor and their so-called policy. Now, Square and Block Inc. have a policy that details that not only do they have the right to pause your payouts, but they have a right to hold the funds indefinitely. If they find that you violated their policy or if they stop payment for any reason, they have the right to hold that money to protect them from disputes. So we're hoping that they hold the payout and those assholes never get refunded.
Whether people view this as justice served or a sentence that was too lenient, one thing is clear. The Shiloh Hendrix case continues to spark intense debate, and the conversation surrounding it is far from over.